Hi, this is John Murray from Murray Therapy, and this is our Corona Creative Session number 1. We're going to talk about tools we can use at home during these times, and one of our favorite tools at Murray Therapy is the Mini-Trampoline. I am pretty specific when I recommend trampolines to parents, and I'm big on the size because we want something that's 48 inches or more, because for the littler kids, if it's under 30 inch, if it's 36 inches or less, they're not going to be able to get the input, the sensory input that they need. So, and I'm a big fan of the springs versus the bungees or the bands. Just find that I just like how it works for people. I do know that this specific size can be found locally, and we live in Fort Collins, so at Big Five sporting goods stores, and I think there's a number of those around the nation or whatever, and you can find other ones, but try to get best you can. Let's get the 48 inch, and let's get the ones with the springs. Whether it has a handle or not, that's up to you. I don't necessarily like the handles. I like kids to be more responsible with their bodies. I do want to let you know that in the past we found that the Mini-Trampoline has helped our sensory kids and also the kids in the neighborhoods and the siblings reduce their space invaderism. You know, that's the kids that are hanging on you all the time, or they're hanging on the siblings, or hanging on the dog. Well, believe it or not, the trampoline can help with this. It also encourages softer hands on siblings, pets, and parents, and that's a number one high on the priority of parents' needs, and they come and see us in therapy here, is that the kids are just all over their parents, sometimes hitting the parents, sometimes hitting the siblings, sometimes hitting the kids at daycare. The other thing is it improves your body organization and your endurance. So if the child has lower muscle tone or doesn't like to move so much, kind of a couch potato, this is kind of a nice tool. I have in the past, I've had clients with, it has improved the toilet training, making the body more aware of what's in the bladder and what's in the bowels, and also actually has helped with kids with sleep. It also, believe it or not, improves sitting, quiet time, and it's a great substitute for jumping on furniture that you really care about in your house. I did want to say that, you know, here we have a little continuum of kids that are on this end, which deals with kids that are just like low movers, low energy, and things like this. And a higher end, this is our guys that are a little bit too busy for their own good sometimes. And what the trampoline does, by being in the middle and jumping on the trampoline like this, what it does is it helps center the body and helps center the child, because we want them kind of focusing kind of in the middle. That's where we do our best thinking, learning, playing, and socializing. So my little prescription is for, well, first of all, I think this works for kids as young as an infant. I think you need to be sitting up by yourself to be able to do this. And if I was sitting with my son, I would just position between my legs. They don't need to jump this. They don't need the high jumps and things like this, but this kind of information is good for them. And the little prescription I use for kids that are older, I say to the parents, I said, let's do this. We're going to have them jump for 1 minute. We're going to jump for 1 minute, 3 to 4 times a day. And that minute, I have just to help structure the parents and give them some guidelines. I said, great. If we had the trampoline set up in the dining room or on a wall somewhere, we can pull it down, keep some of its novelty, and I'll say, hey, Junior, I'm going to have you jump for a minute before breakfast, before lunch when you're home, before dinner, and a half hour to 45 minutes before bed. And the goal is that we want them to jump. If they want to jump longer, they can jump longer. But the idea is to try to get these jumps in over a 30-day period of time, and then reevaluate and see if it's made a difference in what we were talking about, some of the things over here. That if they want, I did say this, if they wanted to jump longer, they could do that. The thing is that if they jump for a minute, their body will have jumped in between 100 and 110 times. That's a lot of sensory information. And it's called proprioception. That's a fancy word in the therapy world, but it means helping the body to organize itself. And whatever the body takes in, whatever the nervous system takes in, it's in there for good. And it's going somewhere. So, and the idea is to help them process a little bit better, because when these things are not relevant in your child's life, they are like these kind of in the middle here, where they're better thinkers, learners, players, and they're better organized and socializing. Okay, thank you for this first session of the Murray Therapy Corona Special. Thanks.